What's up, everyone? It's your boy Jermaine, back with another video. Back with another in real life video. And what we got going on today, we are over here by Chrissy Fields. If you didn't know, this used to be an old military airstrip. These were some old military hangars down below. But Chrissy Fields is not the main event today. Today, the main event will be going over to the Golden Gate Bridge. And we'll probably walk around that area a little bit, go for a little hike. It's early in the morning on a Saturday. And yeah, I'm exploring this morning. I actually had a job over there yesterday. And I should have probably filmed the bridge yesterday, but I couldn't find a parking spot. Like they had all these places closed off over here. So I was like, bummer. But today is definitely more foggy. If you guys want to go down like underneath the bridge, you would actually go that way. You would take Long Ave. And that'll take you right down. What's going on here? Yeah, we're just gonna keep going across. Go ahead. All right, I'll go since these cars are coming. Okay, cool. So from here to the bridge is not that far of a walk. It's a very, very short walk, actually. But you kind of go uphill. You can go this way or you can go this way. I actually would rather go this way just because this is a little bit off the beaten path. And I usually have a bike when I'm around here or a skateboard. So I wouldn't necessarily come this route because there are a lot of places around here where they don't want you to take a bike. They just want it to be for people walking. So I don't just come through here all the time on a bike. Actually, I don't think have I ever come through here on a bike? It's just like really far from downtown. So this is a place like I don't just come a lot unless like I have a reason to be here. You know, I live in Soma, like in Civic Center area. So there's just places I'll go for no reason, you know? Like I'll go to the financial district for no reason sometimes, just because I live like so close to it. But I'm not gonna come way over here on the other side of the city for no reason. And then I might be in the financial district for no reason, but then I have an app on and all of a sudden it's busy. So, you know, it can vary. All right, there we go. We got the bridge poking out from between those trees, shrouded in fog over there. Beautiful day to go exploring. Yeah, this morning I like woke up at like Boo's house and I like ended up leaving, going home, getting in bed, passing out, and then waking up, checking the mail, getting some coffee, and then I decided to go ahead and go back out. I did bring some food for later, but I think Boo is probably gonna wake up after this video, so we'll just have to see. So yesterday I actually was down there, and I saw that there is a hike from down there up here. I just didn't really feel like doing it yesterday. I was just kind of pressed on time. I will say some of the parking around here is a little weird because like some places there's no parking signs. It's just like a parking spot. And I find that to be quite unusual because just in the city, whenever you park, there's always like some sort of restriction, right? It's 2-hour parking, or maybe it's 6-hour parking, or maybe there's a meter there. And then now you have to look and see what time you have to pay the meter, right? But in the Presidio, sometimes you can find parking spots that are just It's just a parking spot. Like, it doesn't say like no parking between these hours or street sweeping. It's just a parking spot. And it's a little weird. It's like, oh, really? What's the catch? Like, is my car gonna still be here when I get back? You know, it's just one thing I noticed. Like, I've been, renting cars lately, with some of the apps. So I've been moving around some days. So it's just one thing I kind of noticed about Presidio. Man, parking can be kind of chill at times. Now here, we got one nice view of the bridge. Now, we must admit today is a foggy day, so it's not the best view. Also, this takes you down to that parking lot I was in yesterday. But on a nice clear day, this is actually a very, very nice view of the bridge here. Looks pretty fly. We'll kind of go up this way, because believe me, there's so many other nice spots around the bridge around here that are just kind of hidden, And if you don't get out of the car, because there's a parking lot right over here, if you don't get out of the car and like kind of walk around and explore, you'll kind of miss some of these hidden places. Like, look at this location here. There's no one here, and this is just epic. You got this nice chair here in front of the bridge. It's covered in fog today, though. Well, you got the joggers jogging by. Alcatraz over there, Angel Island straight ahead. We'll kind of keep going up. Oh, I think I see a shortcut. I want to take this trail here, actually. This one going right through here. That takes us to the parking lot, but I don't want to go to the parking lot because I wonder which way that goes. Which, I don't know, I'm not that adventurous because I think this goes right over to the top. But this is more slanted, and that's less slanted. Okay, sorry, I'm just kind of freaking out a little bit. I'm thinking about snakes in Australia. Oh no, snakes. Alright, we're at the top. This is not where I want to go. We need to go down somehow. How do we get down from here? We can go this way. Oh my gosh, that hurts like a mug. What is that? That just scratched the heck out of me. Oh, you're like not supposed to be in this area. Oops. I effed up. Alright, let's go down and get over that fence really fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I thought it was cool. Alright. Oh, a little dirty. So this area over here is right by the bridge. We're gonna walk through. It's like a little tunnel alley. I'm gonna sort of turn the camera in a way. Okay, there we go. Alright, cool. I wasn't trying to photobomb those people. Oh gosh, sorry. So down here is this little tunnel, which you have to do some bending to get through this. You'll see in just a second. Like, you literally have to do some bending if you are someone that can't get down low. I wouldn't advise you to go this way. By the way, I'm not taking I'm taking the off-road route to get to the bridge. Right over there, if you can see the people walking, just right over there is a bike path and a walking path. You don't have to take this route. I'm just getting a little adventurous. So this hit, I don't know. I think that was a lightning bug. That really scared the crap out of me. I just saw something light up. Maybe it was like some sort of reflection, but it scared the crap out of me. All right, so this is another really cool place you can sit down and go by the bridge. I'll tell you, right over here is actually a really epic hike, but the grass has grown up, and whenever I'm around, I always have shorts on, so I don't want to walk through. But this here is the only part you have to squeeze through is this part. I'm a little afraid of snakes, but once you get under there, it's not so bad. And then once you get over there, you can easily walk down, and there's like a little sitting area, and it's just a different angle of the bridge. For now, let's go up over here. So this right on this hill right here, this is how you separate yourself from the tourists. Just walk up this hill. Tourists usually can't do it, but if you live here and if you're used to the hills and that stuff, this hill is nothing to you. I mean, it's a big hill still, but you won't stop on it. All right, so it gets a little bit windier over here. All right, so over here we have the cafe. I'll show you that in a minute, but we got the bridge here. Another awesome viewing area. Let's actually get up and go on the bridge, because I don't think I've done that before. I don't think I've did like a walking video on the bridge. Don't know how far I'm gonna go on the bridge because it's really noisy, but it's also not too busy right now, I must admit. So here you have a coffee shop here that's really cool, actually. I'll probably go inside and show you all the coffee shop because it's pretty far. Then there's a welcome center here, just in case you need a jacket or you need some gloves. So there's two ways. I don't know what's up with the bike lane today, because usually Monday through Friday the bike lane is closed, and you have to take the pedestrian route, and usually on the weekends they open the bike lane. So I don't know what's going on this weekend. It could be closed, it could be open. Usually if it's open, you don't really see bicyclists on this side. The pedestrian side is this side of the bridge. The cycling side is the other side of the bridge. Let's go in this coffee shop really fast with my Starbucks coffee. I'm gonna kind of just walk through because there's a really cool view. Look how weird this coffee shop is. Like, no local stops at this coffee shop. Check that out. Just like, sure hope the cars keep turning, right? Otherwise they'd like run right into the coffee shop. I'll just do like a quick walk through real fast. Check that out. Now, to get to the bridge, you just go this way. But there's also another viewing area. There's so many freaking viewing areas around here. I would say that one of the best viewing areas is across the bridge, but you can't see it because it's covered in fog right now. Usually I see Jehovah's Witnesses over here. They're trying to, get followers. I don't see them today. Yeah, it's kind of quiet. It's almost 9 a.m. But, usually tourists are always out. Kind of quiet today. Let's go get on the bridge. See how noisy and loud it is. You see all these rules here: no skating, no skateboards, no scooters, no animals on the bridge. Hey, They for real about all of that, yo. Like for real. Like there's cops on the bridge, and if you're on an electric bike and you're using the throttle, the cops will say something to you. They'll say don't use the throttle. They'll say pedal. I don't know why they're so old school and they stop you and say that. But I'm pretty sure that has its own reasons. So here we have the bridge. If you want to know like why this fence is up here, this fence is here because down below they're working on the suicide net. So they have to have this fence here. But when they, there's part, right over there, there's parts of the bridge where the suicide net's complete. So they've removed this extra fence here. We'll walk down there and see it in a second. There's lots of people in the water down there. And remember, the speed limit is 45, so don't go faster than that. Lots of traffic on the bridge. The cyclist pass is open today. The other side has a really amazing view of the backside of the city, this part of the city over here. Looks like we'll walk to the first column and then we'll turn around. Because honestly, there's no need to go all the way across. Yes, almost there. So more stories about the Golden Gate Bridge. It was built in 1939, then they finished in 1937. Yes. About 800 people work on the bridge. There's people painting the bridge 24/7. Well, not literally 24/7, but there's people, their job is just painting the bridge. And that's what they do. They always paint the bridge because the bridge always needs paint. The color of the bridge, a lot of people think the color of the bridge is red. Sorry to inform you, the color of the bridge is not red. The color of the bridge is international orange. The cost of the bridge to leave the city is free. So all these cars here, they're exiting the city now, so they don't have to pay a toll. But when you enter the city, it's $8.75 if you have the fast track. If you pay by plate, it costs a little bit more. I think it's like $9.50 or $11 or something. They hit you with that fee. So over here is the suicide net. So yeah, it's a big net. If you jump, you'll hit that. So yeah, there it is. Beautiful day out there today. looks like the fog is burning off. As we're approaching the first column here. I actually don't think I'm gonna go all the way to the first column. I think I'm gonna turn around now. It's good enough. I just wanted to get to a part where we could see the net. And then also we don't have a fence obstructing our view of the city. But we got the fog blocking the view, so there you have it. As we walk back to the Presidio. It's a little noisy on the bridge. It's definitely windy. When you're on the bike path over there, you get a lot of wind protection from the ground and the hills and all that. Over here, you don't. On the bridge, you don't get no protection. Well, when you get close up to the columns, you don't feel the wind as much. But there's not that many columns on the bridge. Adventures at the Golden Gate Bridge. Oh my gosh, I haven't put out a video today. I've been started back to making reels, and I've noticed that yeah, reels are cool, but I should still make long form content. Maybe I put out a video today. I did 2 videos yesterday, but one of those videos was a total flop. Anybody need to go to a porta potty? Almost off the bridge. It definitely warms up a lot once you get off the bridge. The cooler side is this side here. Over there, the back side of the city, yeah, it's definitely a little bit breezier over there. And this is weird. This is like on the British side. Like in the US, we usually walk on this side. I don't know, I'm confused. I think you go both ways. As I'm walking along, going back, I see so many phones, people holding up their phones, like taking video as they're driving across the bridge. Oh, look at that old Lincoln. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I see a lot of people taking photos on their phone, taking videos on their phone. That's pretty fly, because this is a cool bridge. You know, I often get comments along the lines of how they have the same bridge in Portugal. Yeah, they do have a similar bridge in Portugal. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the bridge in Portugal was built after this bridge. I think that one was built in the 60s, if I'm not mistaken. mean, y'all know how people are. They like their bridges. So back in the day, that's what they did. Hey, I'm gonna build a bridge. I'm actually kind of curious to see what the audio sounds like here. Yes. Check this out. So weird to just walk by the freaking freeway like this. Like, the cars are like right there, you know. And this is the old school toll plaza, which I think it's all electronic now. Yeah, you don't pay the people in there. It's like all digital. I don't even know why they even have that thing there. They could just have a sensor on the top nowadays. And it's so much quieter over here. It feels like I was screaming on the bridge, like trying to talk. And now I'm able to like talk much quieter. I don't feel like my voice is like about to go. I felt like I was at a concert. Yeah. These cyclists must not know that the other path is open. It's kind of confusing, you know. Believe me, the bike path is so much better than the pedestrian path. Right now, there's not a lot of pedestrians out there, though. So it probably wouldn't make any difference, really. But if there's a lot of pedestrians on the bridge, it'll be, it'll be a little obstacle course. So since we walked that walking trail going here, we'll take the other trail going back. Yes. Is it clearing up? Does that look better than earlier? Because we've been here for like, I don't know, 15 minutes or something. All right. I want to go get on the other side. There we go. So over there we have Alcatraz. We can see it a little bit. Alcatraz.
We're on a beach.
So Alcatraz is a pretty insane place because if you look out there and look at Alcatraz, a lot of people would think, oh yeah, you could just swim from there. I mean, it looks like you could swim from there from here, but actually it would be very difficult to swim there, especially with the wind that we just felt on the bridge. See, right now it's not that windy because these trees are like blocking the wind. But as we keep going along, it'll get windy in some places. But right here, it's really still, so it feels like it's not windy. But when we're on the bridge, it was breezy. And when it's breezy like that, it would make swimming in that water extremely difficult. You would freeze, man. And not only will you freeze, you got those currents pushing you. That's not the ideal way to escape. And the guards knew that. So they didn't really worry about people escaping when it was windy, because they knew that, look, chances are you're probably not going to make it because it's too windy. Now on the flip side, something that is something that could very well work, let's say if it was very still outside and it wasn't windy, well, it would actually be kind of easy to get away if you're just swimming. But the only problem with if it's not windy is it's very easy to see someone out there in the water running away. It's very easy to see. So yeah, it's like a hard thing to do. People don't really, I think they say 2 people escaped or something, but they never found the people. which if they were never found, they could have like died in the water, or they could have like, you know, had like a rescue plan and someone picked them up on a boat or something, and they just never found them because they didn't look for them that much, because they just thought that they didn't make it. I could very well see that happening, like someone escaping and they're like, yeah, we're not really gonna look because we don't think they made it. You know, I could definitely see that going on. So usually this is one of those parking lots, right? You can park in this parking lot, you have to pay, and be careful, you might get your car broken into. And there's a trail, that takes you to some of those seating areas is like right over there. You just go down. So you would like park here, but you would kind of have to know that, right? Before you got here, because I always see people here and they always sell hot dogs over there. They sell like these $15 hot dogs over there in the corner. It smells really good when you come by here, but like it's like $15 for a hot dog, and people be buying them like crazy. But if you think about it, it's like this area is very popular because you have a nice shot of the bridge right here in the background, and then the parking lot's like right here really close. So it's a really cool place to go. And once again, I would say be really careful in this area because, you know, car break-ins definitely happen. It's usually not this quiet out. It's just one thing I know about the city. There are definitely some weekends and some weeks that are much busier than others. And right now I'm filming this like on a Sunday morning. Last weekend was Memorial Day, and it was really busy like all over the city. But this past week hasn't been busy like at all. Okay, like I've definitely seen people out, but it hasn't been like busy, you know. Definitely last weekend was really busy. I was surprised. Like I was just cruising through Union Square, and I saw like hella long lines outside of restaurants. And I was like, yo, I haven't seen that in Union Square in a minute. That means that there must be a lot of people like in town. Like that's really awesome because it's been like some time, you know. The whole scare, you know, don't go downtown, don't go to the city, everything's closing. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff closing, but you can still come to the city for sure. So back in the Presidio, this here are some of the old military housing. So today you can just like move here. It's kind of a cool place to move if you think about it. Like it's very different from the city, and then you don't have the crazy parking problems because some of these houses actually have like parking spots. But yeah, Presidio is really chill. It's like this. It's really big. Like it's massive. And if you like nature and you like parks, or you got a dog, or you got some kids, it's a really ideal place to be because like you got nature all around you. You know, there's beaches, there's Kersey Fields over here, but then on the backside there's like a couple other beaches. It's like Baker Beach. I did Baker Beach in a video a couple days ago. No, I did Baker Beach yesterday. Don't know when that video is coming out because I'm trying to figure out my strategy, because I say if I come out with videos like every day, the numbers go down. So if I come out with videos like every 2-3 days, feels like the numbers are better, you know. So I don't know, I just kind of have to figure it out. But I'll try to have that video come up before this one. But this has been a pretty chill video. Yes, the Presidio. Sometimes this long avenue, it closes to cars, and if you're on a bike, that's the only way to get down there. I don't know why they close it. Maybe they closed it because maybe it was like an event going on. But yeah, I was coming through here a couple days ago and noticed that. Okay, now we are back at this cool place. We are back over here. That's a cool place to sit and soak it in. It's a really cool place to sit, actually. Whole bunch of picnic tables down there. You can have parties. I think you have to have permits for those picnic tables. I don't think you can just go over there and, you know, have a picnic. I think you have to, like, do a permit. And I know a lot of people say, oh, that's so messed up. You should be able to go to a park and just sit there. Well, you can in the grass, but the problem is you got to think about, like, there's not that many parks, and there's so many people that want to, like, do stuff on the same day. So it's like you have to, like, have some sort of order, right? So that's kind of why they do it that way. I understand in most parts of the country they don't do it like that. But in most parts of the country, they don't do a lot of things like we do in the city. So let's just leave it, throw that out there. You can tell, like, now it's definitely more busier than when we started in the beginning. This place is this place has an epic view too. Look, right now it's covered in fog, but on a clear day, it's pretty epic. Just recently, you see the two tall buildings here? The one with the point and the one that looks like a cylinder on top. Both of those buildings, the one with the cylinder on top is the one that's actually the tallest. But if you go to I don't know where it was, but it was an angle of the city that I was at, and I looked up and saw the building, and it appeared to be that the one with the pyramid, the Transamerica building, it appeared to be much taller than the Salesforce. But from this angle, of course, it doesn't look like that. But from the angle I saw like a couple of weeks ago, I was like, dang, yo, it looks taller, but it's actually not. It's actually not. And then as that building gets taller and taller, it really gets smaller the farther up you go. So anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up. It's been a fun one. Your boy Jermaine back with another in real life video. I'll see y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, and peace out, y'all.